What is up, YouTubes? Mountain Man Magic, and we got a new product coming that's pretty exciting with the release of Throne of Eldraine, and that's the Brawl Precon decks. Now, I'm excited about them because we've all got to play with them, at least on Arena, in that Wizards did a really clever thing, giving them to us early, spoiling them out of nowhere, letting us play with them for free in a free event that we got free cards to add to our collection with. Super happy about that. Hope they do that with every Brawl Precon set they release. But the question is, should we buy these things in paper? And if you've already pre-ordered them, good on you. Hopefully I can make you feel better about that decision. But if not, you may want to make that decision sooner than later, because in looking at all the online retailers I could think of, no one had them listed, at least had them listed for the expected $20-ish mark. They're all well above that. Time will tell in regards to demand and availability of them, but if you're on the fence about if you want to buy all of them or one or two, you've come to the right place. Hopefully I can help you make that decision. Let's get into it. Now there are 4 Precon Brawl decks: Wild Bounty, a Bant color deck and its commander, Shulain, Teller of Tales; Night's Charge, a Mardu color deck and its commander, Sergwyn, Hero of Ashvale; Savage Hunter, a Jundamount type of deck with its commander, Corvold, Fey-Cursed King; and last but certainly not least is Faerie Schemes. It's in Esper colors and its commander is Alila, Artful Provocateur. Each will contain a full 60 card standard legal deck designed to be played in the Brawl format. Each has 1 foil commander card, 7 unique cards, and comes with a life wheel. Each has a shock land, a temple, a command tower, and an arcane signet. So before we even get into the commander value or the new card value beyond arcane signet, we're already at $18-ish in value for something that's supposed to cost around 20 bucks. Each also then has a rare worth at least $2 to $3, but the one with the most value is Faerie Schemes because it has Smothering Tithe in it, which at the timing of this video is over $9. Prices will change, but the biggest takeaway for me is even after these rotate out, you'll still have some pretty good value and fun cards to play with to either build it out into a full-fledged commander deck or break it down and use as you wish. First impressions, you can't go wrong buying any of them. However, there was one that felt the most consistent and most powerful to me by a decent margin, and that would be the Bant-colored Wild Bounty deck. The fact that our Teller of Tales allows us to play a creature, and then draw a card, and then play a land untapped onto the battlefield is simply bonkers. Don't be surprised if this card ends up being tested in standard decks to see if it's competitive there. It'll be super fun in Commander, and I suspect will be popular in the Brawl scene for as long as it is legal. However, my personal favorite is the Night's Charge deck. I really like tribal themes, I like the Mardu color pairing, and think this deck offered up the most in terms of recreating Camelot, which from a flavor standpoint is a must-have for Throne of Eldraine. Savage Hunter is, well, savage, and is high risk, high reward. But would Jund want to have it any other way? The risk comes in because the commander requires you to sacrifice a lot of stuff. If you can get your token generators out, it feels very strong and is not a problem. However, if you have to start sacrificing your own lands and then your opponent manages to destroy your commander, well, that can be a tough situation. Although they won't have much time to respond to you because of how big Corvold quickly becomes. And we certainly cannot overlook Faerie Schemes. This deck gets you that wide board of flyers with multiple ways to deal lots of damage. It is also the best at shutting down your opponent's plans with cards like Frogify and Banish into Fable, which I found to be borderline demoralizing if you manage to bounce 3 of their creatures and add 3 of your own to the board. Again, all of these are a lot of fun, and I think Wizards did a great job creating each one. You can look at each commander, you can see the deck that they're in, and you can feel that each was designed with a purpose and a game plan to make the most of their commander's abilities. I really would recommend any of them, especially if there's a color pairing you prefer or a commander whose game plan is similar to the way you like to play Magic. And honestly, what I'm most happy about, more than anything, is that Wizards gave us a product that just feels good to buy, because the financial value, the known financial value in each, is high enough where you're just happy to add it to your collection. From a gameplay standpoint, playing with each on Arena, they all felt fun. You know, they had good synergies between them. They were doing their thing, they did it well, and I was happy to play any of them. There wasn't one that I gravitated towards more than any other from a power standpoint, more so just from a preference standpoint. I really like the Night's Charge deck, but it got me excited about opening the boxes up, sleeving the cards up, because I'm not an animal, obviously, and just playing with them with my friends. So from that standpoint, I'd say they crushed it. Now, at the time of filming though, the prices, again, are a bit scattered. In reading online, I'm expecting them to be in that $20 to $25 range, but the only ones I could find are at $40 and up, which is, like, that's too high for me to say jump on those. I'm expecting Wizards to up the print run. Even if they started out with a really small print run just to see where demand was, I expect them to match demand, because this is a format that they're trying to push, that they want to do well, and I'd be rather surprised if the demand is high and Wizards doesn't print to demand. If they're going to make this commitment to Brawl, I fully expect them to allow everyone to get the decks they want at the expected price of around that $20, $25 marker. But maybe they don't, or maybe you're only focused on picking up one or two of these things. Where would I rank them? Personally, I think everyone's consensus #1 pick is our Teller of Tales. He's got a lot to talk about. If you were able to play with it on Arena, you could see this thing just got out of control quick. Play a creature, draw a card, play a land, play a creature, draw a card, play a land. You just kept repeating. It felt strong. It almost felt too strong at certain points. My second pick would be Knight's Charge. Again, I just really like the tribal theme. I think it's super fun. And if you want to move it up into the big leagues and make a full commander deck, I think there's a lot of fun cards you can throw into that deck as well. All kinds of potential there. I'd probably put the Fairies deck at #3. With its commander, I think there's a lot of fun Brawl and commander directions or roads you can go down with it. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then Jund, I put it at the bottom, but I don't think it's the worst. I think it's one of the, again, the higher risk, higher rewards, but you can build in synergies where having to sacrifice stuff isn't such a detriment. And the fact that your commander gets bigger and bigger means your opponent's going to be pressured possibly from multiple angles. I'm a fan of all of them. I think that there's a lot of potential with each, and I really enjoy how Wizards gave us options that we can take to have fun in Brawl, but then also made them competitive and enjoyable, or at least seemingly fun and enjoyable for Commander. One of the reasons I like Brawl is that I think it can be a jumping off point for Commander. So if someone's nervous about building a 100-card deck or just not knowing where to start, these Brawl Precons do feel like good starting points, and I think any of them, all 4 of them, are going to give you a good direction to go for if you can find one that just fits with you, that fits with your personality and the way you like to play. With that said, there is one area of improvement that I would recommend for each of them, and that's to include an arena code for them, so when we buy them, we can play them in arena like we did with the event, but at our leisure, whenever we want. Gavin did say they did not include the code because they weren't sure if arena would have Brawl up and running. Kind of get that to an extent. I would think they could still include it, but hopefully for the next ones, we do get arena codes. And with regards to future Brawl sets, Wizards, I hope you stick with the same design process, because the decks you came up with just felt clean. They felt strong. They incorporated the new cards really well. Props to everyone who's on the design team and R&D. Really well done. I hope they stick with also including the same amount of value. I don't know if we're always going to have like a shock land you can include in each, but if you do, or if we do, please keep putting them in there. Everyone feels good about buying a product that they know has a lot of known value in it. And definitely keep releasing them on Arena early so we can get our hands on them. I really liked how they were incorporated into spoiler season, that we got to play with them early and just get a feel for them. I thought that was really clever. Yeah, well done. The more I think about it though, I am a bit concerned on the whole print run not being high enough. I just hope that people out there, that we can be patient. I don't want them day they're released. I get it if I have to wait for them, if I can get them at a good price. I just hope that it doesn't frustrate the player base too much, because I really want the format to do well. I really want Brawl to be a success. I want Historic to be a success. Please don't print other cards into the format. That's just my personal ask. But these new formats that Wizards releasing to us, I'm stoked to see them putting some real weight behind it and pushing out awesome products like these Brawl Precons. Fingers crossed that it's a success and that you can get the ones you want at the price you want. And I hope this video has helped you make those decisions. So if you are going to buy them, I would definitely recommend buy from your LGS, help support that local community. But if you are going to buy online, buy from Card Kingdom, which I will put in the description below of this video. And if you want to use my affiliate link, that would help. If you want to use another Card Kingdom sponsored creator, that would be great. Just let Card Kingdom know that one of us sent you. Helps out a lot, goes a long way. That'd be great. With that, thank you to my patrons for supporting this channel. Seriously, means more than you know. Y'all are awesome. And if you want to join and help get us to that coveted 10 patron mark, I don't know why it's coveted. It just feels like a personal milestone. But if you want to join, I love making custom art alterations to mountain cards and sharing more of my backstory with you. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it'll be in the description. It really means a lot. Everyone out there, thank you so much for watching. Just watching, liking, subscribing does help, goes a long way. But that's it for me. Let me know in the comments, are you going to buy any of the Brawl Precons? Are you as excited as I am for Throne of Eldraine? The art looks fantastic. That trailer was amazing. So I'm getting pretty pumped up about a pre-release. Hopefully you're going to want to. But yeah, are you going to play any Brawl? You going to buy any Precons? Let me know. See you in the comments. Take it easy. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.